Previously on the Death Saving Bros podcast. We have a split party. Here we go with Dixon. You kick down this door, bursting into a tavern. It's completely empty, but there are two women.
Did you know there was a secret door downstairs?
Maybe my cousin has seen something. She looks up at you. Her face is disgusted. You lose consciousness. Thad and Milo, you guys followed the path that Dixon had taken. The door at the top of the staircase is open. You actually see someone that you recognize. She clutches her pearls and goes, "Oh my!"
You didn't happen to see Dixon come up here, have you?
It's been just the two of us, my cousin and I. Mabel calls out and says, "Margaret!" And at that, she looks up. Thad, you lose consciousness. Mabel, she hisses at you.
Guys, I really don't want to fight everybody.
Cousin Margaret looks at you, Milo. You have once again resisted those inky black depths.
I feel like this would be a lot easier if I had Thad near the wall. And I gotta try smacking him straight in his turtle head.
Ah!
Wake up, damn you!
I would quick draw my gat and just drop 4 shots into Mabel. Pick up Milo and just start booking it to the door.
Thad, shouldn't we ask them about Dixon?
I mean, I don't think they will tell us. Is there like an upstairs where like they might have like stashed him or like...
And we can have Toby go look.
All right, Ben. You are currently with Winona. Manny, thank you so much for saving me.
I did it because I care about you.
I care about you too.
How are you feeling, following everything that's happened?
I don't know what happened. I got sick. I went to the infirmary. I talked to Dean Livia, and then I woke up on the table.
Huh.
This is me.
I'm gonna be like slowly backing up, leaving her at the door, and just,
Oh my god.
She looks down and wraps her keys in her hand and says, "Why don't you come by tomorrow and we can go over those notes." Welcome to another episode of the Death Saving Bros podcast. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Paul Camper. With me today, I have Brad Renfro.
To the guy that invented Zero, thanks for nothing.
Matt Smith.
What do you call a multi-class wizard bard? A romancer.
Oh.
I don't get it.
Oh, Christ.
Oh
God.
See,
you shouldn't have to explain it to him.
That's why we're the players.
That's why you're the one that tells the story. We make all the jokes.
Well, somebody else making jokes tonight is Brad Richards.
Oh, that was really bad. Ben, it's also called hot dogging.
Okay.
And if anybody else wants to know what that is, subscribe to our Patreon.
What are we going to do with the Patreon with the hot dog?
you're going to hot dog.
You're going to get hot dogs.
This is a picture of wiener and buns.
Well, no, on the Patreon, you can get a hold of our conversational recaps and pre-recording conversation, which is where we mention stuff like that.
Talking about hot dogging.
And somebody else, our last person who is on those recordings and with us tonight is Ben Renfro.
Could have said someone who loves hot dogging.
Someone will be doing the video demonstrations on our Patreon.
You don't sign me up for this shit. All right. Well, I'll just say on the Mohs hardness scale, I'm at about a 9 tonight.
Oh, shit.
That's how excited I am to be here.
All chubbed up.
Oh, 9's a little bit more than chubbed up.
Oh, Christ.
Hold on, a Mohs 9.
You actually have Paul looking this up.
You're
I'm at
scratching.
Corundum. Yeah, I'm at Corundum right now.
Why do you know this?
We're not at Diamond yet.
Corundum
We'll see
Diamond.
by the end of the night if me and Paul get it on.
You're just above a masonry drill bit.
Oh, he'll be
I'm telling
drilling.
you guys, I'm excited.
He'll be drilling for oil.
I hope so.
Well, maybe you should be coming over here and drilling holes in my wall because I am in a new space. I'm in my new condo. And,
what are you plugging your condo for? Nobody gives a fuck.
It's a little bit echoey tonight if our listeners are hearing that.
Sorry, we're all proud of you, Paul.
Well, thank you for being proud of me. And the reason why I'm saying drill into holes in the wall is because we're doing construction and shit. But tonight we're not building my condo. We're going to keep building out this story in Ralvaria. So
let's just talk about Paul's condo this whole time and all the opportunities he has. First of all, small guest bedroom closet. It's a damn shame. But the master bedroom closet, so much room for activities in there.
I'll be honest, I've been in different places. I don't have my normal setup with all my notes in front of me. So
what else is going on with your condo, Paul?
Any hot dogs?
You keep some hot dogs in the fridge?
Did you figure out what studs you're using?
Did you ever figure out that, like, island situation over the vent in the kitchen?
Yes, we did figure that out.
Fuck yeah.
It was pretty hectic, but we figured it out.
You know what else is pretty hectic? Hot dogging.
You know what else is pretty hectic? Our show. So let's go ahead and get started.
How many times can we work that in today?
What do you think Winona and I are doing? We're going out for hot dogs later.
Are you going to feed them to her with your trunk? Is that like docking with a hot dog then?
Fuck.
Wait, how do elephants eat hot dogs, Ben?
Well, I don't sniff them through my nose.
I mean, you kind of feed yourself with your nose, right? I mean, like, how do you grab it?
You don't take weenie shooters?
just
what was it we said? Manny may not have tried, but 100% has thought about trying. There's something with the trunk.
There's a picture of an elephant sucking. I said that in the group chat. That was.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, if I had the nose for it.
All right, so last time on the Death Saving Bros podcast, our party was split. We started off with Dixon, played by B. Rich, who had discovered a secret tunnel out of the already secret tunnel that led out of the Arcshine. And it led up into a familiar tavern where students go to drink. And he recognized the lady behind the bar as Margaret. And he was talking with Margaret, and Margaret said, "Oh, this is my cousin Mabel." And he looked at Mabel, and suddenly he lost consciousness.
I mean, I think we've all seen someone like that.
And then we switched over to Milo and Thad, played by Brad Renfro and Matt Smith, respectively. And they went looking for Dixon. They found the same secret tunnel leading out of the secret tunnel that led out of the Arcshine and went up to the tavern. And they encountered Mabel and Margaret. And Thad had the same thing happen, where he looked at Mabel and just fell to the floor unconscious. And then Milo decided to start fighting Margaret and Mabel while they were trying to take him out. Eventually, Milo woke up Thad. They ran while casting Wall of Fire to protect their escape. But they realized, wait, maybe we should look for Dixon. So they sent Toby off upstairs into the tavern/inn in order to figure out if Dixon was stowed away up there or tied up or whatever. And then we finally went over to Ben's character, Manny, who was escorting Winona away from this secret network of tunnels where she had been tied up on a table. And he escorted her back to her dorm room. There was some early flirtation. In the end, Manny did not kiss her goodnight. Even though she was dangling the keys to her dorm room, she went in, and they have a agreed upon date the following evening to go over the notes that Manny was supposed to get from her after the first day in class. So that's where we're picking up today. We're going to start with Milo and Thad because they are the most
important right now.
most pressing matter on the table. They are currently outside of the Wicked Eye. So Milo and Thad.
Hi!
Jesus.
Excuse me.
You guys are currently outside of the Wicked Eye, and Milo has just sent Toby into the tavern to run upstairs and do some reconnaissance. While Toby is doing that reconnaissance, you have about a minute before Toby's going to come back. What are you and Thad talking about?
Well, first I want to make sure I'm reloaded, because I did just unload, like, everything I had into Margaret.
Yeah, you did.
So yes, I'd like to make sure I'm reloaded, and then I would like to point said gun at the door, and if the door opens at all, and anything at all comes through, it's getting lit up.
Okay.
And I'm going to pick up a rock and standing behind his leg and just kind of have it cocked back, shaking, like, okay, we're going to get him.
So while you're reloading, while you're picking up the stone, Toby does his reconnaissance, and then Toby comes through the door, but the door doesn't open.
So then I...
The way you
what
readied
did
your
I say
action
exactly? The door opens and something comes through it? Or did I say the door opens or something comes through it?
Your choice.
Do you want to shoot Toby?
I feel like I said and.
I think you said if
I
the
feel
door
like a
opens,
being of-
you're going to shoot anything that comes through it.
Either way, I feel like a being of pure fire is pretty immune to a projectile.
So I guess if the door did not open, I wouldn't shoot.
So Toby comes, his flame just ekes around the door and comes through the cracks around the seam, and then pops up in, what form does Toby take?
The form of a witch.
Yeah, he's gonna be a dick and look exactly like Mabel.
Oh my god! I amend my previous thing. Shoot, shoot, shoot!
Let's just have him be a
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
fox.
Okay.
A giant squid.
Toby shows up in fox form, and Toby gets up on his back legs and is walking around and jumping up and down trying to get your attention.
I see you, Toby.
Yeah, I mean,
What
we're
do you-
looking straight at him. So.
What do you? Is it? Did you find anything? Did you see Dixon?
He goes down on all fours, turns back to the inn, and then does like a hound dog pointer, and then picks one foot up and points its nose.
Just at the inn in general.
Thad, what he means is that I think they do have Dixon upstairs in one of the back bedrooms or something.
Toby gets up on its back legs and starts hopping around when Milo says that.
What do we gotta be in a bedroom?
So that's a yes. Does he keep hopping around?
Yes.
I said it's a yes.
So hopping around means yes.
But, well,
Very
yeah,
good.
right now it does. So I guess I don't want to have to go back in there, Thad. Do you think is there a way maybe?
Can we get straight to the second floor
Is there like
from outside?
Is there a ladder?
There are windows on the second floor.
Okay. Is there a way to get to the windows on the second floor?
There is no ladder. You would have to climb the building.
I have an idea. I will put on my slippers that let me walk on anything.
Excellent choice.
You fucking have those?
Yup.
Hmm.
I don't know if we actually did that include vertical surfaces?
Yes.
Excellent.
You can climb only on horizontal surfaces that are under you.
You just see me like squat down like Spider-Man on the ground and just start like wall crawling.
Where did you wind up getting those slippers?
You know, I can't remember for the life of me.
The wiggity whack, I think.
It had to have been at one of the sleepovers. I got the helmet.
You got the helmet from the Grick.
Yeah, where did you get the slippers from?
The whack.
It had to have been the whack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
had
think
it before we even
was
got
that when
into
we were
the
all
tunnel.
asking the the desk for things that was just flying. I'm like, I have no idea what I want, and I was just saying random crap.
As has been established, Paul does not have his notes.
Paul, as has been established, I'm a kender, so I kind of just have things. But one thing is for sure is everyone here knows that I do have these slippers.
Yeah, I'm very curious where you got them from. All right. Yeah,
You'll have to listen back, Paul.
I know. I am a little bit behind in editing, so...
No, just like listening. Give us some views.
Just pay attention to us. Not everything's about you. Sometimes we like a little
You
attention.
know how hard it is to listen to each episode 150 times a day?
I would shoot myself if I had to listen to myself 150 times a day.
Well, regardless, you have those slippers. So go ahead and do what you will with them.
Okay. So, Thad, here's what I'm going to do. I can't lift you, which we established when you were unconscious from looking at the very ugly woman. So, I'm going to... You have to use these slippers and then take this rope that you guys insisted I didn't need from the whack. And then walk up the wall to get to the window and then use the rope to pull me up.
You mean walk up a wall?
Yes. I need
Not
the wall.
the wall.
I need the wall to walk up a wall being the wall.
Some nice wall on
The
wall
wall's gone
action.
AWOL.
Christ.
All right.
Just try not to stretch out these slippers too much. I need them to fit back on my feet.
Are these gonna fit me like at all?
Your big toes.
They will slip on your feet just fine. Even though they look tiny, suddenly they're big enough to be on your feet.
Yeah, wait a minute. What happens when a wall goes by a wall?
What happens when a wall meets a wall?
Is it a corner?
You get a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corner? I barely know
So we got
her.
some nice corner action going on. All right, well, I guess I put on these slippies. I see that they start out small, but then get much larger. And that reminds me of some things. And then I guess I scoop up Milo again and walk straight up into a window.
I go to hand you the rope and you just pick me up. Let's go.
All right. So you climb up the surface of the exterior of this building, and it's a glass window. So you're going to have to unlock it or something in order to get through the window.
Can I stomp through it?
Give me a strength check. Athletics, please.
Oh no, they're gonna hear that. How about I just have Toby teleport us 15 feet to the other side of the window?
Too late, my foot's already going through.
Son of a bitch.
With an 8.
Your foot bounces off the glass.
You are
Ouchie.
700 pounds and you can't break a fucking window.
Hey, Toby.
Nobody saw that. It must be it's reinforced glass. It's magic.
Toby, teleport.
All right. As Thad's holding his foot, Toby flashes from his fox form into a whirlwind of flame, and suddenly you both are standing firmly on the floor of the room beyond the window. You see that it is a storeroom. There are boxes in this room and old stools, and there is a single door that is an exit from this room.
Okay, real quick, because they are still downstairs, we gotta be very quiet. So before we go, I'm gonna try to cast a spell on us. So it's gonna be Pass Without Trace, and it's a 2nd level spell.
Did you use your 2nd level surge last time?
No?
Of course not.
Surge? What is that even?
I think you did.
No, do you need to know what a surge is? A surge is a secured user repository for guaranteed enchantment.
You're about to be my secured user repository.
Well, I
And
casted...
I will be enchanted, guaranteed.
I know Firewall is a 4th level spell, so I would not have had a surge for that.
No, not for that, but you did. You also cast a 3rd level spell, and then
Oh, yeah.
okay, maybe you got away with it, and it was just a 1st level spell was what the other one that you cast, and you did use your surge for that. So I'll let you go with this one, and you cast this no problem. Oh wait, no, that's it. That was the thing. You don't have a level 2 surge. You have a level 1 surge.
I see.
Yeah, Manny has a level 2 surge.
So if you want to cast Pass Without Trace, go ahead and roll your magical focus.
I rolled a 13.
Out of D100?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
My
Somebody
D10 one was a
finally did
10,
it.
and then my other one was a 3.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so that's twice now that you've managed to cast a spell, but successfully casting it.
Well, it's because I learned so well from my rolling a 98 that one time. Whatever.
All right, well then, Pass Without Trace is cast as it should be.
All right, so for now on, me and the wall are veil of shadows radiate and silence radiates from me, masking me and the wall from detection for up to 1 hour. We have a plus 10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks, and we cannot be tracked except by magical means. We leave behind we leave behind no tracks or traces of our passage. So we go off to look for Dixon. Well, I guess
Toby, lead the way.
Lead the way, Toby. I'm gonna make him
Take
invisible.
us to Timmy.
I want to make this
Stuck
ball
in
of
the
fire
well.
invisible too.
Okay. Just so you know, though, it's not invisible. It's just if you're trying to hide, you have better stealth. And if you are...
But it says we can only be tracked magically.
That's like if somebody's trying to follow your trail. So if you were walking down a dusty road, you would not leave tracks.
All right.
It's like we're tiptoeing in the Jordans. You know.
So Toby goes to the door and is wagging his foxtail excitedly at the door.
I would like to carefully and respectfully ease the door open.
Peeking as we do so.
You open the door and it creaks monstrously.
But we have silence.
But I did it respectfully.
It did say a veil of shadows and silence radiates.
You did not roll a stealth check.
You didn't tell him to roll a stealth check.
He even said
That's
carefully.
implied with carefully and respectfully.
He's getting hosed.
Hosed.
All right, roll a stealth check then.
In
Yes.
different area code.
Remember, you have plus 10.
Plus 10.
All right, guys, this is how we get Paul from now on. We just accuse him of hosing us, and he'll let us do shit.
Wait, you have plus 10?
Mm-hmm. Because of my spell.
He's gonna hose you anyways.
It's gonna be 26.
You had to roll a perfect 30. Damn.
You start to hear the hinges creak monstrously, and
Then you pull out some WD-40.
and then you decide to just throw the door open real quick, and there's no squeak.
I would like to stick my head out and look left and then look right.
Your long turtleneck that you so said just snakes out.
Not move my body at all. My head just comes out.
Well, you're not moving your neck.
You look left, and you see a door to your left with a window that caps the end of this hall. And then you look to your right, and you see two doors. One that is nearest the staircase, and that is on the opposite wall. And then one that is closer to you, and it is on the same wall as your door. And then you see Toby rush out between your legs and go to the door that is on the opposite wall of the hall, closest to the staircase.
Well, we tiptoe that way.
Carefully and respectfully.
Okay.
Unless the floor is creaky, then we do so quickly and carefully.
And I would like to keep my eyes on the staircase, and much like the door, if anything comes up the staircase, it's getting blasted.
Okay.
No, just hide.
And then blasting him.
Okay, so if you're going carefully and respectfully and quietly, Milo, you give me a stealth check now. Thad, yours will just carry forward.
28.
All right. You don't creak on those floorboards at all, and you tiptoe forward carefully and respectfully, and you reach the door that is closest to the staircase, eyes on it. You don't see anything coming up.
All right, Thad, you watch the stairs. I'll open the door. And it's not locked. Is it locked or anything?
I don't know. You haven't tried the door yet.
I am trying the door yet.
It opens.
And okay. Does it open creakily, or can I just get through here?
It opens up, and there is just the slightest as it swings open, and then there is silence.
A little bit of urine dribbles into my pants.
Well, hopefully they're gonna run outside looking for us. But I'm gonna kind of try to shuffle Thad into this room, and we'll close the door. I mean, what's in the room? Is Dixon in there?
When you shuffle in and you close the door, you turn around to inspect the room, and you can see that behind the door is a topaz dragonborn, slumped against the wall, asleep.
So it's not Dixon?
It is Dixon.
Does he have scars up and down his body?
A topaz dragonborn that you recognize as Dixon.
Couldn't be me.
Is there a window in the room?
There is a window in this room, and there's also right now, Dixon is slumped against a dresser, and then on the opposite wall, there is a bed, and there is a window opposite the door.
Oh, perfect. Okay, Thad, we found him, so we just gotta figure out how to get him out of here without them knowing. So I need you to pick him up, and then I'm gonna look through the dressers and shit.
Or we could wake him up.
You do that. I'm gonna do my thing. And I'm gonna start looting.
Can I borrow one of those little fuzzy ball things you woke him up with the last time?
Oh my god, my leg. I don't think this is the time for that.
What fuzzy ball?
The panther in your pants.
Oh yeah, let's not do that.
So you roll a dice and see what happens when...
It could be a giant elk. You're lucky it was just a panther.
Yeah, because that's the better solution.
All right, I'm going to get right up into Dixon's face. I'm going to place one finger gingerly across his lips, and I'm going to bring up my other hand and softly caress his cheek and just absolutely slap the shit out of him.
All right, Dixon, you wake up.
Huh. I would have known better. Felt like someone just slapped me. But that wouldn't have happened. Shh.
It's okay now.
Is your finger still on my mouth?
It absolutely
So I
is.
said that around your finger.
Yeah.
Be still, my child.
Do I have my hand axes by chance? Or was I de-armed?
Well, you weren't de-armed, per se.
My arms are gone.
You
Might
wake
have
up
been
with no arms
disarmed.
and no legs.
You might have been disarmed.
You still have your hand axes on your person.
Well,
Idiots.
dumbass. I want to reach for one and try to cut his fucking finger off.
Do it quietly.
Quiet.
Okay, roll to hit, I guess.
This is a 22 hit.
No.
You swing your axe and his arm just pokes into his tortoise real quick. Just boop, boop.
It
Like a
does
game of whack-a-mole.
slightly.
Might scratch a scale or two.
Fuck. What's a, is a hand axe 1d6?
It's 1d6.
5.
You cut his finger, but not off.
How does that work?
Ouchie.
It's just stuck in his finger?
Ah.
You gave him a real nasty paper cut.
Yeah, I did.
I'm just gonna be like, ooh. Try not to, like, be loud. I'm gonna take my other finger and stick it up to my own lips and go, shh.
I'm just gonna be like in the second drawer looking through and just turn around and be like, guys, we have to stay quiet. The crazy people are downstairs still.
But yes, after taking hand axe straight to the finger, I'm not gonna move my hand even a little bit.
What do you mean, crazy people?
We came up the bar
Yeah.
and then we found Margaret and Mavis.
And her ugly ass cousin.
Right. Yeah. What's going on with that one? I looked at her and now I'm here.
I also looked at her and it just knocked me right the fuck out.
Okay.
But we ran away and now we're here to save you.
So when do we kill them?
Well, I guess this probably isn't like a video game where, you know, they reset their HP when we walk back into the room, right?
So, yeah, am I hurting for squirting still? What's going on here?
Yeah.
How long has he been resting behind the door?
Oh, full 8 hours. I feel refreshed.
Well, Dixon, you don't feel like you lost any HP. You just feel like you went to sleep.
Told you I feel great.
Well, we can fight him right now if we want to. We just have the element of surprise.
And what
Or
are you doing?
We can leave and we can bring back the elephants of surprise.
Oh. I draw my other hand axe.
Man, he comes stampeding through the door right at this moment.
Did somebody say?
We're supposed to be a unit.
Suck my unit. Also, how did you guys find me?
We walked
Toby!
in the same direction.
Fair. So you found the staircase. You did say that.
Yes.
Super weird.
I think they're mad because we stole one of their kegs. I mean, because one of their kegs is missing.
That's strange. What are you doing there, Milo?
I'm waiting for us to come up with a game plan. Are we going to fight him, or are we going to go out the window and go get the Ivory Alchemist?
Don't call him that.
Yes. I feel a tingle
Where is
in
the
my
elephant?
horns.
We have no idea.
You don't know where the elephant is.
Hopefully he's
He
getting it real touched real good.
he had his big date tonight.
I hold my hand axe to my own throat after he says that.
You guys are so. You guys.
Oh,
yourself.
Is
he
this
better
blood
be getting
magic?
it touched after we just teed it up for him. It's not even a pitch. It's just sitting right there on a t-ball tee. If he messes this up somehow, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I want to hurl myself out of the nearest open window. And that's not a joke.
Well, I guess we're gonna go get Manny then, yeah. And I'm going to try to leap into the wall's arms so that he can walk us down a wall, not the wall.
I guess I'm gonna follow Dixon out the window he just jumped out of, but walk down the side.
Oh shit! I did not hear that. Oh, okay. So Dixon, you try to hurl yourself out the window.
roll for if you break it or just bounce.
Roll an athletics check.
I said the nearest open window. Oh wait, am I in a different room than the one that they came in?
Yes.
Unless
Oh,
you can
fuck
carefully unlatch the window, lift it up, and then fling yourself.
Just like walk, real calmly, just go over, unlock it, open it up, walk to the other side of the room, and then sprint.
Just, Shit. You said a what check?
Athletics, please.
Perfect. 15.
Yes, you break through the window and you go falling straight down to the ground below you, and you take 1 damage.
You goddamn right I do. And as I take that damage, I go,
It's the happiest I've ever seen him.
just the dirt feels so good.
All right, and then Milo jumps. Thad, do you catch Milo as he jumps into your arms?
I watch him just sail, but no. Yes, I would catch Milo and scoop him like a little baby.
All right.
Support his head and neck.
How big are these windows? If you are a turtle,
Large enough. That's how big they are.
Oh, see, actually, Toby got us through the first time. We have no idea if he's large enough.
All right, so you go marching down the wall outside the window. You join Dixon. Yes, you go marching down the side of the building.
He can't say it because it's grammatically incorrect.
And a wall is correct, but I need to be specific here. And you reach the ground where Dixon is picking himself up. And
did I see the giant turtle man walking down the side of a building?
You do.
Carrying a toddler.
Yeah. Huh. That's new. When'd you learn to do that?
Got these fancy new shoes that Milo let me borrow.
Which I will need those back.
You and
now.
Milo have the same shoe size.
Apparently.
They stretch.
Milo's got big feet for the little gremlin he is.
Just clapping around.
I just want to mentally note that the turtle can walk up and down walls.
And then they're gonna be in a situation where it'll be perfect. He'll be like, I need you to just walk up this wall now. The whole plan revolves around us getting over this wall, and you're gonna do it. He'd be like, I don't have the slippers. What the fuck you mean slippers?
Yeah, what do you mean slippers? You're the turtle man.
Turtle man.
Turtle
pal.
Turtle man does whatever a turtle man does.
Yee.
Live action.
Live action.
Just jumping into this episode for some quick announcements. Hello, it's your DM Paul. Since our last episode came out before Thanksgiving, we sincerely hope all of our American listeners enjoyed the food and gatherings around the holiday. To our listeners abroad, we hope you've all been well and enjoying life these past few weeks. We're now gearing up for Christmas and the New Year, and we're sure many of you are doing the same. Because it is the holiday season now, there will certainly be some gifts being given. If you're looking for a last-minute idea, look no further than the Death Saving Bros merch store on redbubble.com. There are some last-minute sales going on that site. All you have to do is search Death Saving Bros to find all of our merchandise with catchphrases, art, and more. And for our patrons, we will be sending some gifts starting this week. On our Patreon page, we'll start the gift giving with bloopers, followed by an uncut video of our Arcshine episode 17 recording session, and then we'll send you some Christmas carols you'll never forget. And finally, for our supporters at the $25 tier, you'll be receiving physical rewards from our characters that are good for gaming and great for relaxing. Yes, I am keeping everything a secret for now. Don't want to ruin the surprise. Anyways, for those of you that are not patrons, you'll just have to wait until next episode to find out what is included in the physical rewards package this month. But if you're sitting there thinking, I want to get in on all this holiday bonus action, easy solution. Head on over to patreon.com/deathsavingbros, where you can begin access for just $2 a month. It is because of our patrons that this show is possible. Those who have joined our Patreon at the $5 tier get a shout out at the end of the show, but the following individuals have pledged to support us financially at the $10 tier or higher, so they get their supporter shout out right now. Ryan Cushman, Gene L. Jackson, and Gavin Knox. Thank you all for your support. And thank you, listeners, for sticking with us through every up and every down. We're hoping to release our next episode the day after Christmas, so let's all keep our fingers crossed. Without further ado, we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
I want to go get the elephant.
Yes, I'd like
refer to me
to
as the elephant.
slowly and respectfully and carefully sprint as fast as I can to our dorm room.
Okay, you guys head that way. And Manny, at the end of last episode, you said that you probably wouldn't go looking for them, at least for the first hour. Is that correct?
Yeah, not immediately, because I would have assumed that they would meet me back at the dorm. So after I dropped one off, I probably would have headed towards the dorm room and just kind of waited for them. And when I initially got there and they weren't there yet, I would have just expected that they were still a little while behind me. For the reason of I wasn't gone long, as long as I would have liked to have been. So yeah, I would have been just chilling in the dorm room temporarily.
Okay.
You just hear, little risky business.
I like it.
Gets in his underwear, just slides across the dorm.
What's in my underwear?
You get into your underwear. I mean, there's an elephant in the room, and it's you in your underwear.
Yeah, yes.
So I want to find the nearest window.
You get
and
back.
jump out.
You guys open the door. I'm just air guitaring in my underwear.
Your trunk swinging.
I like that old time of rock and roll.
Look, when I headbang, my trunk is just everywhere. It knocks people out.
You ever accidentally nunchuck yourself in the boys with that thing?
Oh yeah, that's part of it. But I'm just sitting there doing the fucking, just spinning my head, and instead of my hair just fucking flailing in circles, my trunk is just
Helicoptering.
So I want to go 2 floors up, find a window, and launch myself out.
It was a good night. I went back home early to celebrate, yeah.
So, Milo, Thad, and Dixon, you guys sprint back towards the Arcshine Tower. You get yourselves all the way up to the astronomy tower dorm rooms. You head over to room 6B. You open your door to check on Manny, and he is there listening to music and headbanging his trunk around. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, for me?
Who, all of us?
Yeah.
The 3 that are not headbanging a trunk.
Oh, okay.
Are we about to get trunk whipped?
I whip my head around to see you guys and just, it's like limping a limp dick around. Like, you guys gotta dodge it.
Yeah, because usually I have to duck over a limp dick. Correct.
You don't duck over anything.
You're under.
15.
And then I rolled a 9 for my dexterity saving throw.
Really hauling around a dump trunk.
He's gonna I rolled a 9. I'm gonna walk in and just get like cricket bat smack, like Polo on a horse. He just like smacks me and I'm gonna go out the window.
But it makes that sick noise like when there's just raw meat slapping against the counter. Just
When he spins his trunk, do you think it's like that like toy that's like woo, 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 woo? It's like the whistling toy?
1,000%. Only when his mouth is open.
All right, Dixon and Thad, what are your dex saving throws?
22.
15. Also, I like him big. I like him trunky.
I want to find the nearest 4-way intersection and skip rope with it.
All right, so Thad and Dixon, you guys managed to jump as Manny's trunk comes swinging up from his headbanging, but Milo, you get whacked, and yep, there's that thwack of wet meat as you go sailing across the dorm room.
Why is it wet?
Just
Yeah, Milo, you just take Manny's wet meat right to your forehead.
why is this so spicy? You see me just walk over. I gotta grab a towel and dry off real quick.
Oh,
he's
it
been
just leaves
sweating.
a trail of snot and sweat across your
I
forehead.
would say he's gotta be sweating by this point.
Would Thad have seen this before us having been teammates? I'm sure I've seen
He's got 3 appendages
essentially this.
swinging.
I mean, of course you've seen it. I'm the master of trunkology. Like,
In that case, I just have zero reaction.
Trunkology.
yeah, the trunk master.
Oh.
Yeah, no, they call him Trunky Cheese.
The crazy part is I haven't said anything yet.
Yeah, I just walked in. I got like, yeah, just thwacked.
By your wet swinging
No,
meat.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I don't.
Oh.
So yeah, I just get a
Hey
good.
guys.
Does your little body go flying?
I scoot across the floor a little bit. You hear a nice like ee as I screech, and then I have to go get my towel.
All right, hey guys.
The
And
nerve of some people.
I pick up my sweat rag at this point, I guess. I'd like to pat my forehead dry, but then I take my hand and I lift my trunk and I take the rag and I just wipe it down my trunk because I guess I didn't realize I was that sweaty. I mean, I haven't been here long. Like, let's just say the time it took for you guys and for me to get back, we're like 5 minutes into this.
I just hope that was from your dancing and not from your date.
Speaking of which,
Fair.
how'd it go? And Thad's just gonna be like raising his. Does that have eyebrows?
Your just forehead is scrunching a little bit.
Where my eyebrows would be.
Turtles have eyebrows?
I'm just
No, not at all. No body hair.
raising
You
them
are
fast,
smooth.
repeatedly. Like
He just
Hey.
looks confused all the time.
All right, guys. Let me address the elephant in the room.
I hate you.
Hey, Manny, how's it going? All right, I'm just kidding.
I draw my other hand axe. Someone's gonna get cut today.
Well, sure, as you guys would expect, it happened. And I just fucking start swinging my trunk again.
do I believe him?
Persuasion check. Or, yeah, sorry. Deception. And an insight check from Matt.
Oh my god, that means that was not sweat.
Oh, is this like contested?
Yep.
What'd you roll?
You're gonna find out.
Oh, goodness.
It goes,
yeah. 18.
Like after modifiers,
Yeah, it's just I have a +0.
20.
Damn it! Well, damn it.
Scrub.
All right, but here's the thing. So I say, like, it happened, and I look around at you guys, and I realize that Thad may
Like, my
think
face
I'm
is
bluffing.
just gonna just slowly, like, I'm gonna go from, like, a hey, like, smiling face, like, my face just slowly drains, and you can see, like, a visible shadow just fall across me.
And then I vomit into the trash can.
I give Thad a look like, please don't, like, tell. Like, I'll talk to you about this later. Let me have this moment.
Just a single turtle tear slides down my cheek.
Not that I give a shit, but did I notice his face change?
Dixon's now invested in Manny's sex life. Yeah.
Not at all. You have no idea, but I was unconscious for hours.
Dixon, what's your perception, passive perception?
Oh, 11.
I'll say no.
Good deal. So, I'll put my hand axe away now. Hey, Manny,
Hey, Dixon.
you know that bar? Is it a bar? It's
Yeah.
a bar.
Tavern bar.
Tavern. Over yonder. What's the name of? Do I know the name of it, or was I unconscious? No,
Yeah.
I know the name of
So
it.
all of you know the place. It's the local tavern that all of the students go to pretty regularly.
And what was the name settled on?
The Wicked Eye.
Hey, Manny, that place, the Wicked Eye.
The Whispering Eye, I know all about it.
Sure you do. It's not just a clever name. The broad in there, you look at her, you get knocked out. Fun fact for you. Also, there's a secret staircase to the cellar from that room that you rescued your little girlfriend from.
We all almost died because you were getting your date.
True story.
Dad's
know
gonna
what-
be like,
I don't know what happens on these dates, but you apparently get real sweaty.
Dad's gonna be like, I used to like to drink there. It was very disappointing. And he's just gonna look at Manny.
Oh, no.
Yes, very disappointing.
No,
Sure.
I was
real-
disappointed that those ladies were so
Real
crazy.
letdown.
No, you don't understand, It's, sometimes you go there, and it gets... Oh, how am I trying to phrase this? It's not a home run every time you walk into that bar, but every time you go in, at least there's a chance for that home run.
What the fuck are you guys
See,
talking
we
about?
went in there, and those ladies, they were just throwing themselves at us.
But sometimes, Thad, but sometimes that may happen, but it's not the right moment to, catch the lady that throws herself at you. And sometimes you plan to come back where it's not dished out so easily.
No, they were not planning on having us come back. They tried to kill us, Manny, and we have to do something about it.
So, Thad, we could talk about our liking of the bar another time. It seems like there's more going on here, and you just don't have the full story. You're not providing. There's more details to be said.
I think I'm understanding the full story.
You had to have been there to understand. You don't know about these unique experiences at this bar. Anyways, and at that point, I have this shame fall over me. But anyways, so you guys almost died? That's crazy. What happened?
That's crazy.
It's exactly like Dixon said.
Literally, somebody looked at you and you just passed out.
That's what I said.
They knocked out Thad, and then I can't carry him to get out of there, so I had to try to wake him up and to get away, and it was so scary.
Well, did you guys?
Actually, no, I'm
obviously,
fearless. Actually,
You guys are awake and you're here. So what did you figure out, or how did you escape?
Well,
we
There was a
simply
window.
left.
Oh, well, so where was the issue? It does. I'm not. This isn't adding up. A woman looked at you. You fell asleep, and then you just got up and left.
What did you do
Where
with
is
your
there
woman?
an issue?
I don't know. You tell me.
You guys come in here all upset, like, "Hey, we almost died. Where were you?" And then I try to. You guys don't even care about this story at all. You want to know what happened?
No,
So why'd you ask?
I'm pretending like I care. I got knocked unconscious
Yeah,
by a gaze.
that sounds epic. I need to hear more about this.
I just told you everything I know. I was unconscious for the rest of it.
Okay.
But I
we should
woke up.
probably go tell the teacher.
They're not gonna do a damn thing.
Well, we don't need to be vigilantes, do we?
That's kind of the point of the podcast, but it's fine.
So, I mean, were there different? So you're saying you got knocked out by somebody's gaze? Was there different bartenders in there than the
One.
standard ones?
Yes. Apparently, what's the normal one's name?
Mavis.
Margaret.
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 Whoops.
Mabel's the other
Yes.
Mabel.
one? Nice. Maybelline.
Mabel's the real ratchet-looking one.
Correct. So Margaret has a cousin,
Okay.
not a looker.
Okay. Well, Margaret herself ain't so.
Correct. Well, she was also very not smiley and friendly.
Oh, creepy cousin.
No. The cousin, I looked at her, and next thing I knew, I was in the room, waking up with the turtle's finger on my lips.
Oh.
She.
I cut it.
No, she did not look alive. You don't understand, Manny.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Wait, I never said that they didn't look alive.
You said that like her face was like peeling
And
and
her eyes were completely void of light.
Her eyes were black, and her face was pockmarked and scarred as if she had scratched off shingles. Like she had shingles and she had scratched and scarred her face.
Yeah, not a great time.
Okay, so.
I'm not saying she wasn't undead. She just looked dead.
Oh, okay.
She looked like you should be dead.
All right, well, so Margaret hired her cousin to come work at the bar, and her
Holy
gaze
shit.
kills you.
You are the smartest dumb person.
Guys, there's only one way to
So-
solve this. Come on now, come on, Manny, and we're gonna have to take him there right now. And I'm gonna grab him by his.
That's what I'm
not
trying to
his
say.
trunk.
We could either go like take this up with Margaret and be like, "Hey, your cousin is horrifying."
She
could go-
knows. She knows.
All right, so what do you want to do?
Kill them both.
I may have shot Margaret a couple times.
Oh, you shot
She
her.
had it coming.
Did
She started it.
Did she die?
She seemed to be mostly fine.
That's a problem.
Yeah,
How
that
many
doesn't
times
sound
you hit?
like the Margaret that was, giving the team free drinks last year after we, almost won it all.
How many times you shoot her?
At least twice.
And she didn't drop?
Nah.
Oh, this is worse than I thought.
All right, well, yeah, I
Wait,
mean,
okay. I said something you completely went. There's a secret tunnel from that place's cellar to the place where you picked that girl up off the table,
oh,
which is where I was.
so you're telling me that the creepy dungeon that Winona was strapped to a table from,
is connected to that place with the creepy person.
so I mean, Margaret and her cousin could have been
Correct.
behind that.
I wouldn't doubt it because I was unconscious. So you should probably go run it by your gal pal of if she ever looked at something.
No, we don't need to go talk to her tonight or anything. Well,
Do I know where this person resides
no, listen.
as a character?
We'll run it by her tomorrow. I think we should go there first ourselves. You guys don't want to, see her.
I looked at her and became unconscious.
Yeah,
Dungeon Master.
But she's gonna be sleeping at this point.
I
Real
don't-
tired from
I don't give
that
a
long walk back
fuck.
and everything. We're gonna let her be tonight.
Dungeon Master.
Yes.
Do I know where this individual resides?
Do you know where Winona resides? Roll a d20 for me and just tell me evens or odds.
Why would you?
Because I'm a student.
Have
Hey,
you been
while they're
sneaking
doing
around
that-
with my girl?
Well, based on your story, not really your girl.
What do you mean?
What was the? I'm sorry.
Even
what
or
was the
odd?
check? Oh, even or odd? Oh, it was even.
Okay, yes, you do know where Winona is.
You're goddamn right, I do.
Listen. Even if we wake her up, she's not going to be able to walk tonight. You know what I'm saying? To be able to come with us. So we should let her rest.
I don't know what you're saying. I go find her.
That's just slowly shaking his head.
I throw myself at the door and sit in front of it so that you can't open it. Listen.
What are our doors made out of?
We can go check it ourselves. I
We
don't want to put her.
have no time.
Do you not understand that if that is like what was behind it, putting her back in that scenario might not be best for her at this time? We should go check it out first. We can take care of this.
What's the problem? If you close the deal, it wouldn't be a problem. Now,
I don't like
would
to
it?
kiss and tell, you know.
Oh, you're telling a lot.
You guys are asking a lot.
I was unconscious.
Yes, let's focus on that.
I am.
Well, okay. Let's go.
What floor are we on?
So you're in the astronomy tower, which is one of the highest parts of the Arcshine. Winona is probably down 6 floors.
All right, Dixon, fine. You know what? We need to go by to ask her a couple questions about her being trapped in the room and, you know, Margaret and her cousin and stuff. We can go ask a couple questions about that, but...
That's what I'm asking. I don't give a shit what you do. I was unconscious after looking at somebody. That's a problem.
It sounds like a problem. I want to help here.
So let's help.
Okay. I guess we head on over to Winona's room. The scene of the scene of the crime.
That's just gonna have a 1,000-yard stare as we're walking down the hallway.
I'm not as upset that it didn't actually happen. I'm upset that Thad knows that it didn't actually happen because he was so excited. The amount of excitement on his face when he got back to the room, you guys literally almost died, and he walked in. The first thing he did was just look at me and start raising his imaginary eyebrows. Like, that's what he was concerned about. That's why I tried to lie to him, and it didn't work.
Just have my dreams and my hopes dashed in front of me.
I'm more upset about this. All right, so we're walking to Winona's room.
Yes, and eventually you make your way down the 6 flights of stairs.
Well, as we're walking, I would like to kind of like pull back a little bit, and I would like to kind of have Thad pull back slightly too. So that Milo and Dixon are walking, you know, a couple, 5-10 yards in front of us where they're not.
It's weird to assume for you to assume that I'm walking because we've actually established a very nice like cradle carry with Thad here.
So Thad just carries you around like an infant now all the time?
I make him like one of those little like sashes that you just have like a little
a
pocket
baby
in.
Bjorn?
Yes,
What?
I'm Bjorn. I've grown accustomed to this. He doesn't even notice if I hook it on the back of a shell just right.
I
So you're
guess
just on my back like a...
Thad, do you just allow this to?
Like I said, if I hook it on just right, he doesn't notice.
I mean, I guess if I don't notice.
All right. Well, I guess
I let him use my slippers sometimes.
what do you guys got going on here? Is there something I should know about?
I don't know. Is there something we should know about?
See, Milo doesn't lie to me.
That's what. I mean, so is like Milo? Are you actually like in his like on his shell right now? Like,
As long as he's cool with it, yeah. Always assume that is my mode of transportation, unless
He did it the whole way back.
Thad consented to this? That's very
I don't
uncharacteristic of Thad, but
his like paternal instinct somehow kicks in.
Thad and paternal instincts are not used in the same sentence.
He just saw Milo and was like, "This one, I will protect it."
Some would call them paternal instincts.
Fuck you. You think you're funny? You think you're hot shit?
You think you're better than me?
I guess if Milo is riding Thad.
Well, somebody has to get ridden in this podcast.
You don't know about that yet.
Got him.
Well, I guess it defeats what I was going to do.
Were you going to ride that?
Everyone hop aboard.
Like a boogie board down the stairs, just on a shell?
Oh. So I guess I go to pull Thad back, and I realize Milo's on his shell. And, never mind. We'll talk.
Okay, so you eventually make your way down to Winona's room, and Dixon is in the lead. Dixon, you see the suite door that you know Winona lives behind, and it's up to you.
Do I know if she has roommates?
Yes, most of the dorms in the building are set up somewhat similar to yours, where there is a large common room with a series of suites around a common room.
Sweet.
Totally. It is not your lucky day, my friend. I'm gonna kick that fucking door in.
Why are you just kicking the door in?
I rolled odds.
All right, roll athletics.
I rolled odds.
Because I rolled odds.
Odd things happen when you roll odds. 19.
You break through the door jam, and the door swings open, and you are confronted with the common room beyond. There are 3 people in it. None of them are Winona.
I just
They're having a pillow fight.
sigh of relief.
Yeah.
You open the door. They're all in their underwear, air guitar.
Yeah, I want to ready the action to duck the sweaty trunk swinging around.
The 3 people in the common room, one is a female human, one is a female dwarf, and one is a male elf.
Wait, what? They have co-ed dorms? What a progressive university.
You're living in a
What's the
co-ed.
pregnancy?
It's just all dudes.
It's just, yeah, wait.
We just got the bad luck of the draw. There could have been women here.
Shit ton of dudes.
No. The suites, so each suite has individual dorm rooms.
I see what you're saying.
The suite of dorms are co-ed, but each individual dorm room is same
I
sex.
didn't go to college to the dorms. I didn't do the dorm thing. Except when we got chocolate milk at 3 a.m. and played Yu-Gi-Oh! Till 5, but that's neither here nor there.
The female dwarf stands up from the couch and says, "What are you doing?"
Looking for Winona.
Dad's he's gonna see the females and be like, normally he would be like, hey, but since he's in quite a melancholy mood right now, it's gonna come out as, hey.
Do you know where she is?
Oh, God.
Boo.
Well, 1, that's very rude to do that to our door, but 2, Winona left.
And she went where?
Was she crying?
She wasn't crying, she came in and then she left again. We didn't even get to ask her why she was sick. Like, what happened to her, how she got better.
Does she usually leave at that time of day?
It is currently evening. They say we've only been living in the same suite of dorms for 5 days, and she was sick for most of those.
You are about as helpful as a shit-flavored lollipop, aren't you?
Which way did you see her leave?
The male elf says, "Why should I tell you?"
I draw both hand axes. We're getting answers.
Forsaken gods! Fine, she went to the left. I don't know where she was going.
Oh, was that so hard,
I
pal?
just start walking that way in a hurry because, like, if she, after I dropped her off, had left, I am now a concerned friend.
Do 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 do.
So I just start. Once I hear that, I just start going that way.
Thad is also going to ask, how long have you guys been in this room for today?
The female dwarf says, I don't know, probably about 2 hours.
And she came into this room alone
Yeah.
and immediately left, not smiling, happy, or confused, or crying.
No, well, I guess she was smiling when she closed the door, and then she turned around, she saw us, and we jumped up because we haven't seen her in days, and she's been sick like most of the other people, and then she just turned around and left.
Wrong room.
Thank you. And I turn around, leave the room, and go the direction in which the way the mail pointed. Was that left?
Yes. You head left, and as you're going, Manny is already ahead of you, rushing that way. It just leads back down the hall to the main staircase of the Arcshine Tower, and I don't know where you want to go from there.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Was Winona wearing any sort of perfume or anything that would have left a distinct smell?
Oh, right.
Or from when we rescued her, I just want to see if I'd be able to recognize a distinct smell.
It smells like junipers and lilacs.
Does she just smell like sweat?
And she's a human, right?
He has been strapped to a table for days. So
Did she just smell awful?
probably
The whole time I was
rank.
walking her back. But that I would recognize a trail of that smell.
Give me a nature check to see if you can think of a scent. You didn't really notice anything on her specifically.
So this first part of the check is just to see if I would recognize it, and then there might be a second part to the check to see if I'm actually able to pick up the scent and follow it.
Correct.
And Paul, this Winona is a human, right? She's not fae, fiend, or undead yet.
Winona is not... Well, yeah, no, she's not fae, fiend, or undead.
Yet.
I rolled a
She's gonna get it.
17.
Nice.
Yeah, you remember a sort of scent on her. She smelled a little bit like brimstone.
And rejection.
An ass.
Brimstone and sweat.
Brimstone and ass, my favorite my favorite combination of scents. Cool. So I would like to I guess try to pick up the trail of scent and follow it. And because I am a Loxodon, I have a keen smell feat where I would get advantage on perception, survival, and intelligence checks that involve smell.
You keenly smell
investigation.
Okay, then you get advantage on a survival check to try and track the scent.
Yeah, that or investigation.
Did I hear that right? Did you have a keen smell for feet?
I mean, I could smell her feet.
Are you trick-or-treating? You son of a bitch.
Every time I walk up, they go trick or treat, smell my feet, and I just. So.
Athlete's foot today, huh?
So dumb.
What part of the last 6 years of us doing this has not been dumb?
All right, hold on. I finally get to use a check involving smell, which I've been wanting to do this whole time. I keep forgetting I have. So let me have this real quick. Because I get advantage and a +7. So. Oh, wait. Did you say survival, Paul? Oh, can this please be investigation?
No, you're tracking. It's a survival check.
Are you just on all fours swinging your trunk to and fro? To and Renfro, as some would say?
Well.
Scott upstairs groaned.
It's like, that's actually another 17 because survival's only +1. Investigation would have been +7, but fine. I'll take the 17.
Okay, so a 17, you do manage to pick up the scent that you remember from your encounter with Winona only just a couple hours ago, and you start following it down the stairs until you reach a bend in the stairs where you're between floors, and then the scent disappears entirely.
Okay, is there, you said there's a bend in the stairs.
Yeah, it's a roundabout staircase that just goes all the way up the tower.
Right.
And you reach a section where you're between floors. You can't see the floor above you, and you can't see the floor below you.
Is there a window conveniently placed nearby?
There is not.
That's unfortunate.
Well, I guess I'm paused here, which gives you guys a brief moment to catch up. Well, I was following her trail, and it leaves off here.
Can I search the walls for any bricks that may be out of place?
Give me an investigation check.
You wouldn't know about this, because you were busy off getting rejected.
No, but what I would know about was the entire tunnel we had to make a secret, like a hole in the wall to get through in the first place, so...
What?
That's how we got to, like, that dungeon area was through a wall. A wall, not the wall.
Can I check the blueprints to see if there's anything, like, weird here?
Yes, of course. Give me an investigation check as well.
Your fucking blueprints? Oh, that's right, you do, you sneaky bastard.
No.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, nat 20. You run your fingers up and down those walls,
It tickles.
and you feel every nook and cranny, and you don't find any loose bricks.
Every nook and cranny.
You said
Wall, you're
investigation for me?
Yes, I did.
All right, so 19.
You are flipping through the blueprints that you managed to grab from the magical desk lesson, where you were just randomly asking for things that the desk automatically gave to you. You look through all the blueprints and you go, there's nothing there in this region where secret passages or anything.
Did she jump over the side of the stairs?
It's enclosed.
Is there any chance she just got confused at this point and turned around and walked back down?
Well, she wasn't. We just came from her room and area, and she wasn't there, so she wouldn't have went that way. I think, well, you said we're in between floors, so, yeah, and we were going, were we heading down a staircase or up a staircase when we were following?
Down the staircase.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess if the descent had, like, come past the floor we were on, it's still lower. How many more floors below us are there?
A lot.
Would there be any traces of magic? Like if she teleported or was teleported
Or if
or disintegrated?
We could split up, guys, and spread out to look for her.
Well, you're the only one that can smell her.
I don't know. Splitting up seems to lead to a lot of unfortunate occurrences.
Well, we'll do it. I mean, well, we could do it in pairs this time, so I'm not off by myself. I mean, I don't know.
Please stop trying to split up.
I just me and Thad can go together. I'd like to have a word with you.
I was unconscious.
Fine, you're right. We shouldn't.
Why don't you just walk down a few more stairs and see if the scent picks up? Maybe she just skipped a couple steps, you know?
I mean, maybe she started feeling sick again and went to the infirmary. I don't know. We could go recheck the infirmary, or I mean, do any of you guys need to go to the infirmary? I mean, like
I was unconscious, not dead.
I just didn't know how you were feeling. If you were feeling sick after that or anything.
I feel refreshed. I slept great.
Oh, that's why are we complaining about this? Somebody helped you get a great night's sleep.
I looked at her, and I saw black. That's a problem.
Two options. That is a problem. I say we either go check the infirmary, or
Go murder the people?
we can go to the bar. Not to get a drink or anything, like...
Either go to the infirmary or get hammered.
Those are the two options. We could go see Margaret and her cousin as option 2. So, I don't know. What are you guys thinking?
We're going to find out what they're thinking next time on the Death Saving Bros podcast. We hope you listeners enjoyed this episode. We hope that you are enjoying this time at the Arcshine and that you're intrigued by the mysteries happening there. If you would like to hear more of our content, we have plenty available on patreon.com/deathsavingbros, where we have bloopers, pre-show recordings, and extra episodes. You can keep in touch with us on social media at Death Saving Bros on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit. I am personally available at HP Camper.
You can find me at benfro15.
You can find me at ima_b_rad.
You can look the fucking Reddit up.
Find me on the PlayStation Network as FATT-Smith.
And to all those of you who are listening in your cars, in your homes, or wherever you may be, keep saving those death throws, and we'll see you on the next one. This episode was made possible by our patrons. The following individuals have pledged at the $5 tier. Tad Corsi. Thank you for your support. Some of the sounds and background music in this production are copyright material.